We did a code red drill the other day in one of the rooms that I went and knocked on the window. I said, hello, I see you all over there. And they were all down in the corner. And I said, blind, blind, you don't have your blind down.
This is an example of the existing windows in the school building. They're single pane glass. They're very energy inefficient. And a lot of the panels are plastic and they're translucent at best, and some of them are practically completely opaque. You can't get any light through them whatsoever. Now what we're going to do, we put in a prototype window down here. This is what we're putting in. It's all one pane instead of multiple panes. We've got tempered glass on the outside, so it's vandal resistant. We put the blinds in between so that they don't get bent up, kids hanging on them and all that sort of thing. We've got laminated glass on the inside, so it's very resistant to anybody breaking into the school. There's a solar film also on the inside, which will keep the summer heat out and the winter heat into the building. It does open, but it's limited. It only opens a few inches for ventilation. So this is a really highly energy efficient window, going to provide a lot of light, going to cut down on our overall maintenance costs as the blinds don't get bent up. We're really happy with this, and this will be put out throughout the entire school. We had our boilers deactivated several years ago when we put rooftop units on and added air conditioning. So we had two big, huge boilers sitting in this room, plus an incinerator, none of which was active. When we do our infrastructure upgrade for IT, we're actually going to use part of this room to put in all the computer equipment.
Now this room is entirely emptied out. They removed this boiler, and now they're going to build the special cabinet room type thing that we need for our technology upgrade over on that wall. So we're doing a complete infrastructure upgrade. Instead of having just one Novell server, I'll have a Novell server and a Microsoft server, so I'll be able to run more programs. After the remodel, we're going to have 8 drops in every classroom. So when we can get enough computers to have 8 computers in every classroom, we'll have a whole bank where children can be over there working on computers instead of having independent time while teachers are working with small groups.
In every classroom at Rita Cannon, we're going to add an interactive Promethean whiteboard. And this will greatly increase the teacher's ability to interact with the students in a technological manner that the kids really relate to strongly.
You're starting to learn how to work this. What do you think of it so far?
We are really excited about having this technology in the classroom. We received about 2 days of training last week, and so now we're working on really trying to make it work in the classroom. So we'll be fumbling around for a while as we figure it out.
So each teacher gets a computer in all of the school district, but ours are being traded in for laptops now. So we're going to be able to use those laptops, which is really cool because I can sit at my table, work with the kids, use my laptop, put stuff right on the Promethean board immediately to give kids feedback. I mean, the sky's the limit with Promethean boards. I've seen them a few times, but it's very exciting technology.
I like the smart board because when we have to look something up, we could just go and look on the smart board to learn about it.
It's so much fun because you can do so many things that you could only do like with a pencil and a piece of paper. And you can make perfect circles, you can make perfect straight lines, you can do just about anything on it, and it's so much fun. If somebody didn't understand a math problem or like a fractions, then he'd explain it on there, and it also helps when we're doing social studies and stuff because he can pop up a map off of the pictures that they have, and we can look at it from a different perspective because they have several different maps.
If you go on the computer, it just downloads all the way on the Promethean board, and you can see it. It's a touch screen, so you could also move stuff around.
This is an example of the old heater units that were left when we did the rooftop units. These are totally inactive. They're taking up a lot of valuable floor space. They're just becoming kind of a place to store things on top of. Also, all along the wall is this piping which keeps everything pushed away from the wall. So in all the classrooms, these are all being removed so that we get all that floor space back to something that's actually usable.
This is our activity time kitchen area, which is really important for kindergarten and pretend play, but there used to be I guess an old heating unit or ventilator, and it just took up space. It was kind of dead space, and it was nice to get that taken out and be able to utilize this space for the kids.
We're going to replace these cubbies here, which are far too small, and expand the size of them so the kids can actually hang up their coats, put their backpacks in there.
Our cubbies, they're gonna have like hooks for our backpacks and jackets, and then inside it we can have more room for our books.
We're going to take the wiring that's scattered all over the walls and clean all of that up. We're going to get rid of these old cabinets, which are the original 50-year-old plywood, and the countertops that the Formica's worn through, the sinks that all the porcelain's gone, the faucets that drip and leak. I'm going to replace all of those. All of the classrooms here have little tiny bathrooms in them for the students, and we're going to replace the flooring in there and the plumbing fixtures in these and fix those all up.
I'm looking forward to like nicer bathrooms and stuff, and like the sinks are like better, and the drinking fountain.
The carpeting in these classrooms is pretty old. There's a lot of rips and tears and patches and everything. We're going to expand the carpeted areas. There's a lot of areas in the school that are tile, and that'll quiet the rooms down an awful lot. We're going to actually increase some of the ducting in the classroom to lower the velocity of the air and actually make the room quieter when the air conditioner or the heating is running.
One of the things that research had shown increased achievement in classrooms and productivity of children is to have appropriate ventilation, and also for it not to be noisy and interfering with things.
What the teachers do now primarily is put student work up all over the walls. So what we're going to do as we clean the walls up and get all the wiring and whatnot off of the walls is we're going to put what we call a tackable surface. In other words, turn the majority of the walls in the school into actual bulletin board.
The tack walls, you could hang up papers and stick a tack in them, because they're not going to be hard blocks. They're going to be a wall of tack.
It's very exciting. We are just sort of at the tip of the iceberg, looking and enjoying some of what we have, particularly that Promethean board is going to be fabulous. And part of the joy is watching the kids' expressions as they just come in and gaze around, and they don't kind of know what to do yet.
What do you think of the new classrooms?
I think it's cool.
And what I like about it is the desks. They're going to be brand new. Instead of tables and old desks, we're going to have new ones.
The painting will be like all new and stuff, and then the floor will be all nice and smooth. Everything I've seen pretty far is cool. They got new table, new chairs, and new cubbies, and they got a big screen. There is new cubbies. Well, there's a lot of books. I like books. You get to see new things. That's right. And it's very cute.
When you walked in today, what did you notice that was new?
It was beautiful.